Hello and welcome on 360 Sport. It's time to look at the sporting activities. In the weekend, we'll be looking at the review and also the preview of matches to come up this weekend. A lot of matches coming up in the Nigerian Professional Football League, NNL, not forgetting European football, and also we'll be reviewing the week, all the activities that happen in the world of sport during the week, starting from last Saturday up till today. Well, a lot of issues here concerning Chelsea. We'll be looking at that and we'll be taking you around the world of sport. Welcome you properly on the show. I am Adeni Ajishafe, 360 Sport, where we give you details concerning sporting activities across the globe. Let's start from the home scene, where we look at women, under 17 women. They traveled to DR Congo. They were able to win their the first leg of the game they played convincingly there. Women under 17, that's Nigerian Flamingos. They traveled to Kinshasa. They were able to defeat the team they faced there in that encounter. Well, Coach Bayo Olokere was a very happy man for the fact that the ladies play according to instruction, but he said that they won't be complacent. They will work on all the little errors that they saw and they'll be able to perform better in the second leg. Talking about Nigeria Flamingos under 17 women who are right now qualifying for the World Cup in the game that will be coming up. The first leg in Kinshasa, DR Congo, they were able to win convincingly 3-0. They silenced the team that they went to play against, and now they will be playing the second leg here in Nigeria. Hopefully, they'll be able to win also. Well, let's listen to what Coach Bayo Olokere said after they won the event.
We have a game plan to come and win the match, and it works out for us. Well, it's a good game. Both sides for us, it's a developmental program. And we've come here, we see the size of the team. First time we're able to study and see the way they play. So I'll be able to come out on them in the second, and that's what we did to get the maximum point. We are here for maximum point, and we have done that, and we have achieved that. To get 3 points and 3 goals, it's a deal done affair, but I'm not feel with the complacency. As we go back home, winning the game is not that everything is okay. The area that we need to work on, we'll go in and work on that and perfect our area. So that's that, and if they are coming the next time, we'll look at some of the loopholes too. We'll punch to that, and maybe we'll be able to seal everything up there in Nigeria. So we are hopeful that we are going to the next step.
Good one there, listening to the voice of Bayo Olokere, Nigeria under 17 Flamingos coach, talking about not being complacent as he will go home to work on all those little to have at least finishing touches to all the areas he saw that the team needs to work on, to be worked on. And right now, they will be playing the second leg in Nigeria, and hopefully will also win that game. Talking about the Nigerian Flamingos for what they did by winning their first leg against DR Congo. We are still reviewing the week, and we just have to look at that particular story. It trended, and Nigerians are happy for what the ladies did. Now, away from the footballers, we'll go straight to talk about weightlifters, where 2 Nigerians, they did well as they were able to win gold for Nigeria in Mauritius in their own category. Talking about weightlifting sport, Islamiyat and Osuji Mary, they did well for Nigeria in the 67-kilogram category and also 87-kilogram category as they were able to win in the body and jack snatch category. Good one for the 2 ladies who did well. They won gold, and now they've qualified for the Commonwealth Games that will be coming up in Birmingham this same 2022. But the good thing is that the ladies did not just qualify for Commonwealth Games, they also scoop awards. Nigeria got the best, the bronze medal, and also one of the ladies got the best lady as a silver medalist in that particular category of weightlifting. Islamiyat and Osuji Mary doing exploit for Nigeria in weightlifting. We have to celebrate them, and their names also came on. We just have to give them what they deserve by at least talking about what they did for Nigeria in weightlifting over there in Mauritius. Good on. Now let's move away from weightlifting. We've talked football. We actually digressed to weightlifting. Now let's talk about FIFPro. FIFPro, they are actually having meeting with, they had meeting rather with FIFA concerning all the players, foreign players that play in Ukraine and Russia, concerning their transfer. And that, as we speak right now, it means the players, they'll be able to sign for other clubs because of the crisis rocking Ukraine and Russia. They have to at least meet to talk about the life of these players, concerning their contracts, their deals, how would they be able to continue playing football. Most of these players are foreigners, and now that there is crisis in Ukraine and Russia, now what will happen? Well, FIFPro meeting the Players Union, they met with FIFA, and that has been put to rest. That the players, yes, they'll be able to move. They will open a special transfer window for all the players so that they can be able to join other clubs that will be showcasing them if they want to sign them. Well, at least this will actually all go well for all the players as they will be able to move to other clubs, not forgetting the Nigerian Victor Mercis, who played for Spartak Moscow, among these foreign players. Some are in Ukraine, some are in Russia, a lot of Nigerians, Brazilians that play in those two countries, and now they'll be able to move to other clubs coming from FIFA and FIFPro having a deal where a special transfer window has been open for those foreign players there. Now we talk about Cristiano Ronaldo. News came out during the week concerning his move that is not too happy in Manchester United, and it is possible that PSG could actually move for this Portuguese talisman if everything goes well. Well, that news actually broke out, and we are looking at the fact that Cristiano Ronaldo, a player that has really done well in his career, playing for Sporting Lisbon before he moved to Man United, Real Madrid, Juventus, and back to Man United, and everything is not going well between him and Manchester United. And now that news broke out that he could join PSG to see if he'll be able to play alongside Lionel Messi, Neymar, Mbappe, and all the players that are in that squad. That's if it happens. Well, but that news actually came out during the week, and we have to look at it at least to let you see one of those stars that really made football so very, very interesting, so entertaining. Himself and Lionel Messi, there was so much fierce rivalry between the two players, and they really dominated the decade, and now two of them are actually, they're winning off, and you just have to look at what they've done and what they can still do. You never underrate these players. Despite their age, despite the fact that they are dropping in form, they can still do the unthinkable at times. Well, PSG looking at if they can snap up Cristiano Ronaldo there. Well, we move ahead. We look at Chelsea. News also came out that Chelsea are also looking at, alongside Manchester City, they are looking at Christopher Nkunku. Nkunku has been a player that has found his rhythm over there in Leipzig, RB Leipzig in Germany, and he has been doing so well. That's why that news came out that Chelsea and also Manchester City, Etihad Stadium, could be the place, or, well, it could be Chelsea home if everything goes well. That's the news that also came out concerning Nkunku, who has been the force behind the performance of Leipzig, and he has really done well for himself. And right now, news are gathering around him, gathering a lot of momentum concerning Nkunku moving away from RB Leipzig. That news also broke out during the week as we are reviewing the week. Now, let's talk about another news that we had during the week was the fact that the Youth Sport Federation of Nigeria and President Dr. Nasiru Gawuna made a declaration that they will hammer all the non-performing state executives in Nigeria. Talking about the Youth Sport Federation of Nigeria, they have a lot of executive members who are not performing their duty, coming from Youth Fund National Secretariat there. They want to make sure all the states are performing their duty by organizing grassroots sport development competitions where all the young lads and lasses out there can be able to showcase their talent. And this is a very good one coming from the president of Youth Fund, Dr. Nasiru Gawuna, because some states for a while now, they've watched there for like 5 years, they've not been during organizing events as at when due, and also allowing a lot of talent to waste away. If such events are organized, you can discover a lot of talent in any sport, and that's why Youth Fan Adimini feel that they will make sure they deal with any state executive that are not performing their duty, because the major reason why they are set up is to make sure the organized competition and be lively, allow the young ones to be able to showcase their God-given talent in sport. That's a good one coming from Youth Fund. At least we just saw what happened at the just concluded Ramat Cup in Kano, where a lot of talents were discovered. In fact, we showcased some of them here in the studio. So we just have to appreciate the fact that Youth Fund presidency now are looking at asking all the non-performance state executive to allow other people to do the job, where the young athletes out there, undiscovered, hidden talent in Nigeria to be fetched out. Good one there coming from Youth Fund. Still reviewing the week, and we look at FIFA. FIFA actually announced that a country called Poland, they will be giving bye to Part B final in World Cup qualifier. Why? Because of the issue between Ukraine and Russia. The news first came out that, okay, the anthem will not be played. They will play in neutral ground, talking about Russia against Poland. But Poland refused that they will not play against Russia. And now FIFA had to admit with that. And they issued a statement, okay, well, Poland, you won't be playing against Russia. So you have been given a bye automatically to play the next country that qualified from their own group. So Poland won't be playing against Russia, as Russia right now, they've been thrown out from the World Cup qualifiers for 2022 World Cup, coming from FIFA there. Well, a lot of issues concerning the Ukrainian-Russian war, a lot of issues there. The crisis is bringing a lot of issue in sport. It's affecting even Chelsea, although we'll be coming to that particular story about Chelsea later. But right now, we're talking about Poland. The news also came out during the week that FIFA has given them a bye. That means they also stand by for other countries to play, although they will be playing against Russia in the World Cup qualifiers for now. Good one for Poland. They're happy, so they're waiting for whoever qualifies. It could be Czech Republic or Sweden that they will be facing in their own Part B qualifiers there. Let's look at the big one that happened during the week. UEFA Champions League. Matches were played in the UEFA Champions League. Liverpool, Inter, Bayern, all these clubs played. Let's quickly look at the result that came from Bayern versus Salzburg, where they were able to win that game 7-1. They defeated the Austrian league giant there. They won them 7-1, while Liverpool, despite losing by 1-0 to Inter Milan at home at Anfield, they still qualify on at least on aggregate of 2-1. They won away to Inter Milan 2, and they came back home. They lost, so it ended 2-1 aggregate. While Bayern, after playing 1-0 draw over there in Salzburg's home, they came back home. They won 7, making it 8-2 aggregate for Bayern to scale through. So right now, Bayern and Liverpool, they scaled through, while Inter Milan and Salzburg had to drop. Well, good one for Bayern. Well, we know that club very, very strong when it comes to football. And Liverpool, well, despite winning the first leg and also losing the second one, they still scaled through to at least participate in the quarterfinals. And they are happy. Talking about Mane, you have to just appreciate what those young lads are doing. Looking at Mohamed Salah, what he's doing for Liverpool too, you just have to talk about it. And now they are celebrating for qualifying for the quarterfinals. Liverpool, Bayern. During the week, they made statement big time, especially Bayern, while up in Salzburg in that encounter at the Allianz Arena. Still talking about the UEFA Champions League, well, matches were also played on Wednesday between Manchester City and Sporting Lisbon. Well, despite the fact that it ended in a way that you just have to give it up to Man City. They've done the business earlier on by winning 5-0 in the first leg, and it was just a normal business in the second leg. Good one for Manchester City, who did it wonderfully well under Pep Guardiola. Well, as it is, they are also itching to see if they can, this time around, win the Champions League. But it's still open for any team that qualifies for the quarterfinals. Looking at the UEFA Champions League during the week, and we look at the biggest one that everyone was waiting for: Real Madrid versus PSG. The first leg ended 1-0 in favor of PSG, the French team. But the second leg, Real Madrid really surprised everyone. They show why they are the Galacticos, why they are the Los Merengues, as they came from behind after Kylian Mbappe scored. They were able to at least make it a big one for Karim Benzema, the French player who did well against his French team. Talking about PSG, talking about the team that came from France. That PSG, they came this up, but they could not conquer. As Real Madrid, they were able to do it. Benzema hat-trick in such a wonderful way. And now they are celebrating for qualifying for the quarterfinals. And so painful for PSG, who really had the game in their hand, but they blew it after scoring first, and they could not held on to that. Well, that's football. You never can tell. Just don't give up. Real Madrid never gave up. You have to give it up to the entire squad. Carlo Ancelotti, Luka Modric, all the players, they came together as a team, and they show why they are the winner of that cup. They won him 13 times, and they came this time around to show PSG that experience really at times is a very great teacher. Good one for Real Madrid as they were able to turn things around during the week. We are reviewing the week and looking at all the activities that happened during the week there. Good one for Real Madrid. And also not forgetting what Levandovsky did. He was also able to also score a lot of goals. Well, good one for Bayern Munich, Lewandowski, and also Karim Benzema, who took their teams on their shoulders, and they were able to turn things around. Away from UEFA Champions League, let's quickly talk about Liverpool and Borussia Dortmund. During the week, news came out that Liverpool and Borussia Dortmund, they will be battling for a player of Salzburg. His name is Karim Adeyemi. Karim Adeyemi played for Salzburg, and he has been outstanding. A player that almost all the clubs are looking at, okay, aside Mbappe, aside Haaland, this is another player that generates a lot of stories now concerning clubs that want to get Karim Adeyemi, who plays for Salzburg. His performance against Bayern right now is making a lot of clubs like Liverpool and Borussia Dortmund in Germany also looking at if they can have the opportunity to sign this player. Though he has refused to play for Nigeria for now, but who knows? Maybe anything can still happen. But for the way it is, Liverpool, Borussia Dortmund are really looking at getting this young lad, Karim Adeyemi, to join their team there. Looking at all the activities or stories during the week, we just look at Karim Adeyemi's story, and then we move away from Adeyemi's story and talk about PSG. PSG, a team in France that really, they have a lot of star players, but now they want Riyad Mahrez as a replacement for Angel Di Maria. Angel Di Maria is aging, and they need a player in that particular mode. So they are going for Manchester City player, Riyad Mahrez. But will Man City actually sell him to PSG? Well, it could be business. They can actually make money. They want him. They know how valuable he is. He has been very wonderful for Manchester City, and they want to also get him over there at the Parc des Princes if everything goes well between PSG and Manchester City, to go for the Algerian Riyad Mahrez to join them over there in place to replace the man from Argentina, Angel Di Maria, who has really done well for that club. Looking at the stories during the week now, we quickly talk about a Nigerian, William Troost-Ekong. William Troost-Ekong has been a player that did well when it comes to football for Nigeria and also for his club, Watford. Well, the news came out that he is injured, but now he's certified fit to play that Nigerian-Ghana game. Nigeria will be playing against Ghana in the first leg of the World Cup qualifier. It's going to be a big one. In fact, a lot of people are looking at, well, can we make it? We can. Yes, all we need to do is to believe in ourselves. Coach Ogonsley Guavoin, Emmanuel Amunike, and all the entire coaching crew should just work together to see how Nigeria can do better there. Well, the Ghanaians are also plotting their own graph to see how they can get Nigeria there, but we believe we have quality players enough. After all, Coach Guavoin has released the list, provisional list anyway, to see how they can prosecute these games for Nigeria. And the first leg will be coming up in Cape Coast, and also the second leg coming up in Nigeria at MK Abiola Stadium. But news coming in is the fact that maybe the pitch over there at Cape Coast will be checked by FIFA. And if it's not going well, they could actually move that venue to a neutral ground. We're still waiting to see what FIFA will do concerning that, because as it is, that pitch seems not to be having all the necessary facilities to host such an important game. So the good thing is that the man at the back, talking about William Troost-Ekong, the assistant captain of Nigerian Super Eagles, is now certified fit by Watford, his club, and he will be able to play for Nigeria. So that's a kudos there. That's a good one. Good news, cheering one. At least Nigerians will be happy to see him. What he has been doing with alongside Kenneth Omeru at the back is something to be looked into. And right now, we are happy that the man is back. Hopefully, let's wait and see what's going to happen concerning Nigeria and Ghana. We believe we can do it, and we are hoping that Nigeria will make it to the 2022 FIFA World Cup. Leaving aside the story of Watford player, talking about William Troost-Ekong, let's go straight to the midweek matches that happened in the Nigerian Women Football League. Matches were played. Match day 10 was actually played during the week. We look at the result. Nasarawa Amazon defeated Pelican Stars by 3-0, while Nigeria Tels lost at home against Edo Queens by 2-0 in Abuja in Group A of the NWFL. Now in Group B, the result, Royal Queens defeated Abia Angels by 3-0. FC Robo Queens of Lagos pipped Rivers Angels by a long goal, as Bayelsa Queens, they conquered Delta Queens in Nasaba by 2-1. Good one there. At least those matches were played. 5 matches during the week in the match day 10 of the Nigerian Women Football League. Those matches came on, and now at least 16 goals were scored in those games, and the home team seems to be having an edge. Although now let's look at how the table stands in the match day 10. Quickly, let's look at the table in Group A. Edo Queens are topping with 20 points after playing 8 matches, although it stands as match week day 10. Nasarawa Amazon are second on the log with 18 points. Confluence Queens are having 13 points. You have Nigeria Tech standing fourth, the club from Abuja. They played 9 matches. They have so far scored 12 goals and 9 goals against them, with a 3-goal difference scoreline. Adamawa Queens are fifth with 9 points. They have -9 as goal difference after conceding 15 goals, scoring just 6. Oshun Babes, they have 8 points, they conceded 12 and scoring just 4. Pelican Stars, they are standing last on the log with just 4 points, playing 9 matches, -16 goal difference there, looking at the way it is in the Women League Group A. In Group B, Rivers Angels are top with 19 points, running away after scoring 15 goals. Well, good one there. They actually considered 4, playing 9 matches. They won 6, they drew 1, and they lost 2. You have FC Robo Queens with winning, they won 5 games, drew 1. They lost 3. And they have 16 points. Bayelsa Queens are standing tall there. They have 15 points. Delta Queens, 14 points. Royal Queens, 7. Abia Angels, 7. Sunshine Queens, they have 4. But if you look at Sunshine Queens now, they've actually conceded a lot of goals. With 15 goals conceded, they scored just 4. -11 in the difference there. And you have Abia Angels conceding 12, scoring only 2. They have -11, and Royal Queens considered 16 goals in the group. They've considered most goals so far. Royal Queens playing in Warri, that's their home, and they have 16 goals against them. 7 they scored, and they have -9 so far. That's how it went down in the NWFL, as it's being abbreviated, talking about the Nigerian Women Football League match day 10. We're reviewing all the weekly activities in the world of sport there. Our ladies did well. They played their games. 16 goals were scored during the week, and at least some clubs like Rivers Angels are really smiling. Don't forget the Edo Queens also, Nasarawa Amazon, FC Robo Queens all did well against their opponents there. Looking at the NWFL. Away from women football now, we quickly talk about, a sad event occurred during the week concerning a former combative midfielder of Nigerian Super Eagles. His name is Justice Christopher. Justice Christopher slumped and died in Jos, Plateau State, and that news came in. A lot of Nigerians were not happy as they mourned that player who really did well for Nigeria at the 2002 Korea-Japan World Cup, despite the short time that team was handled by Coach Adegboye Onigbude. They showed some flashes of promising football artistry at the World Cup. Justice Christopher Christopher was at the middle of the park. He showed his class as a very good player, a former player who played for Nasarawa United, not forgetting Katsina United, Levis Sofia of Bulgaria, and a host of other clubs that he played for professionally. But right now, the man is gone, and his legacy will never be forgotten for what he did for Nigeria, playing for Nigeria about 11 times. Justice Christopher, may his soul continue to rest in perfect peace. Talking about that player there who played for Nigeria in 2002, so painful, he's gone now. Well, we just have to look at that particular story. So sad that some stars of Nigeria, actually, they've gone. Well, we move away from issue of late Justice Christopher. We talk about two Nigerians. They travel to Singapore in table tennis sport to represent Nigeria at the World TT, that is World Table Tennis Global Championship, but they crashed out. They won their first game. For example, talking about Funke Oshonaike, who did well, beating the home girl, Pialin Ko, in her first game, winning 3 straight sets. But in the second game, it wasn't to be, as she lost that game. Talking about Funke Oshonaike, she lost that game against Hartsbridge. She lost that game 3-2, so painful. She was always making it, but she lost 3-2. And also Edem Offiong losing her own game too. She lost against Wing Nam in 3 straight sets. Talking about table tennis, where the Nigerian players, they could not continue as they were booted out in the competition. Well, they tried their best. They went there. Although we still have the likes of Aruna Quadri playing that competition. Hopefully, let's see what they will be offering us. But talking about table tennis, Funke Oshonaike has really done her best for Nigeria. She has gone to so many Olympic competitions. She has attended so many competitions for Nigeria, and she has really turned to be a legend in that sport. You just have to give it to her because of what she has done. Edem Offiong, not forgetting others that are really doing well in this sport of ping pong, as it's being called. We just have to look at what they did during the week in table tennis. Still reviewing the week, we look quickly. Let's talk about another one. But this time around, we talk about a sport in Nigeria, basketball. Basketball has been a sport that has given much glory to Nigeria when it comes to both men and women in the senior level. But recently, a lot of issues have really faced our basketball federation, MBBF. Issue of election, issue of money, and a lot of things now affecting that particular federation. As we speak right now, news came out during the week that the head coach of the Tigers, his name Otis Willie, could quit that team. That's the news that came out during the week concerning basketball, talking about Otis Willie now, where the news came out that he could quit that team, the Tigers, a team that he has really labored to get to this level. Otis Willie has been with them since 2018. He has taken them to the Afro basket. They won it back-to-back during his time, and this man has really done well when it comes to winning laurels for Nigeria at the Afro basket with the Nigerian D Tigers team, and also he qualified us for the World Cup that will be coming up in Australia, precisely in Sydney. Otis Willie right now complained that his pay is not coming as at when due. Recently, 25 million was awarded for the ladies for winning the Afro basket. But right now, he said, well, the coaching crew are yet to get their own pay, and he's not happy for the fact that he's not being paid as at when due. Aside that, the amount of money he's even taking is less compared to what he's supposed to be getting. But despite that, he's still happy because he and the girls are really doing well, and he wants to see those girls performing well at the Olympics. He also mentioned the fact that they will have even performed better at the World Cup qualifier. After they lost to China, they picked up the baton and did well against France, and also defeated Mali in their remaining games. But he was saying they could have performed better than that if things have been done rightly. These ladies, they had to go, they went on air, they went really on media to see how people can just support them before they got rewarded. But this is not the best thing for Nigerian sport. Talking about basketball, there's always been one problem or the other. I mentioned earlier that there's a particular monster there that followed that particular sport. We need to at least get down that monster following our Nigerian basketball. The Nigerian D Tigers are doing well. The D Tigers are also doing well. Some time ago, in fact, the league here in Nigeria did not run for a long time due to litigation in the court. And all these things are affecting our basketball. It's high time that we look into Nigerian basketball, that this is a sport that has brought smile into the face of so many Nigerians, either home or abroad, either they play it or not. those that love basketball, they derive so much joy in it. As we always say that sport is a unifying factor, we should see sport as a tool to bring a lot of revenue, as also a tool to get people employed and also bring peace. We know what sport can do where money fails, where every other thing fails. Sport brings people together, not knowing tribe or religion in Nigeria. So basketball just have to thrive. We've been looking at Otis Willie threatening, saying he could walk away from Nigerian D Tigress if nothing is done. He's tired of just working and not getting paid as at when due and even getting peanuts. Well, we just hope that that particular story will go viral enough for the federal government and everybody involved to see what can we do concerning this. These ladies are always clamoring for one thing or the other, and also our men too, not even Super Eagles, they are not spared too. They are being owed one way or the other. Things must just be right in this country. Now we move away from talking about basketball. We've been looking at Otis Willie moving away according to what he said. Now let's talk about our men in the basketball sector, the D Tigers. FIBA ranking came on, and right now they are top in Africa. A good one for our men, despite, against all odds, the Nigerian D Tigers, they have been rated #1 in Africa and 22nd in the world. Good one for them. They are being followed by Tunisia. You have Tunisia, Angola, Syria, Senegal, and also Cote d'Ivoire in that pecking order. But Nigerian stands out. Nigerian D Tigers, the men's basketball team, right now #1 in Africa and 22nd in the world. Imagine if everything goes well, there is no crisis. In fact, I can imagine what our ladies and our guys, that's the D Tigers, will do in this sport. We are so talented in so many sports in Nigeria. If our administrators out there can just be selfless enough to see that these players are the ones that always bear all the pains whenever they fight. Well, food for thought there. We move away from basketball now. Let's talk about a Nigerian who did well for herself when it comes to football. Her name is Asisat Oshoala. Asisat Oshoala has been a player of Barcelona Femenino for since 2019 after she came on loan, and now that particular loan was made permanent. After being made permanent, the contract will be expiring by the end of this season. But right now, Laporta, the entire Barcelona family, decided to offer her 2 more years contract. Good one for Asisat Oshoala, who so far she has scored 80 goals from 101 matches. You just can't beat that. She has done well for herself. After playing 101 matches, she has scored 80 goals. And to let you know that this Nigerian is the 6th highest goal scorer in the history of Barcelona Women's Football Club. That's a good one. That's a good one there for Asisat Oshoala, who right now she's smiling, and I'm sure her family in Nigeria too is smiling for 2 years contract that Barcelona hierarchy offer the free scoring Nigerian goal poacher. They are a good one for Asisat Oshoala, who has extended her contract, and we are happy to bring that to you. Still reviewing the week, a lot of information that came out during the week, and now we quickly go straight to Europa League. During the week, Europa League will also play matches quickly. Let's look at the result as they appear. Where West Ham lost to Sevilla. Sevilla, perennial winners, they did well. They beat West Ham. You have Atalanta, who defeated Bayer Leverkusen by 3-2, and also not forgetting Barcelona. Surprisingly, they played goalless against Galatasaray, who really did well against them. Red Star Belgrade, they were defeated by, they lost their game by 0-3. They are looking at how the result went down there. Red Star Belgrade losing their game there. And now we're still talking about Sporting Braga. Sporting Braga against Monaco, favored Sporting Braga. They won 2-0 in that encounter. Rangers, we have a Nigerian, Balogun, who scored in that encounter. So good one for all the teams that won in Europa League, talking about that particular story, because during the week, they also play. We are reviewing the week, and we just have to look at that particular event there. Away from Europa League, let's quickly talk about 2 players who also drew attention during the week. Their names, Levandovsky and Musa Dembele. Musa Dembele plays for, he plays his football. He has been doing so well for Lyon, and he wants to move away. Well, if everything goes well, he could be moving to Manchester United. And Lewandowski of Bayern Munich, news also came out that Man United are looking at getting these 2 players. And if everything goes well, that is, if Cavani and Ronaldo leaves, they are looking at getting these 2 players to at least replace them. That's if it's going to happen. That's football. We've been looking at all those stories. If everything goes well, Lewandowski or Dembele could actually come over to Manchester United at the Old Trafford there. Away from there, during the week, a man who played for Liverpool, is a legend now, has retired, who always poke fun at other clubs. His name is Jamie Carragher. Carragher's actually advised Manchester United to go for Thomas Tuchel of Chelsea because of what they are facing right now. That takes us to the story of Chelsea. After the issue of attack between Russia and Ukraine, Chelsea owner Roman Abramovich was sanctioned by United Kingdom, and that has not really all go well for Chelsea right now, with a lot of interest coming from different angles. People that want to buy it, they want to bid for that club. But the hierarchy of Chelsea had to quickly meet with the parliament in UK to see how they can at least settle this particular issue so that it won't affect Chelsea, because if all the sponsors pulled out, the likes of Nike, they want to pull out, £900 million will go away, and it will affect that club. After all, other sponsors of the shirt are pulling out. But as it is, everything is still under talks. Let's see what's happening. But the man Carragher is advising Man United to take advantage of the situation and quickly poach Thomas Tuchel there. What a man. Well, trying to always say things in a way to pain others, to actually give pain to others there. Jimmy Carragher advising Man United to go for Thomas Tuchel. Chelsea going through a lot of issues, but I believe they will bounce back. And quickly, our time is running. Let's look at, another stories that actually went down during the week. A lot of stories, but Pochettino also he told Man U they should give him the chance to be confirmed as the manager of Man U. They should prove to him that really is #1 choice. That news also came on during the week. But right now, let's go on a short break. By the time we come back, we actually preview the week.
What did you say to the Leicester? One of our best performances. Right. Because we were able to keep the ball, play the ball, create some chances.
The game is coming as after you lost a game at 2. So back to back loss. Is your team on that ready?
Yeah, of course. So no problem.
How are you trying to get out?
So you have to keep working.
Is there anybody to blame from your team? Play away to
You know, even when you win a game, there are one or two lapses to correct. Even when you win. So when you lost, there are a lot of things to work on.
What's your final station?
Right now, we want to be safe before the end of the new season.
Thank you. Coach, can you speak also? In a United match. Looking at today's encounter, you still have a lot to do.
Yes, we have a lot to do in terms of goal scoring, finishing. And when you look at the midfield, they did very well. So we are going to work on that.
Some are criticizing that you don't have a standing 11. What do you say about it?
We have a standing 11 because when you look at from the first week to date, it's the same set of players that we are using. So nobody can say we don't have a standing 11 to start the match.
Wiki Torres, Lobby Star there, the two coaches after that, one Eddie Dombraye speaking to journalists there. We quickly have to look at events that will be coming up this weekend as we preview matches for this weekend. But before we look at those matches, now one will be coming up for today concerning Nigerian Falconets, the under-20 team. They will be playing against Senegal over there in Dakar. We hope that they'll be able to win that game there in the World Cup qualifier against Dakar at the start the deal over there in Senegal. Hopefully, the Nigerian ladies will at least fly high, as they are known as Falconets in that game. We wish them all the best. Now, let's quickly look at the fixtures that will be coming up this weekend from the NNL, Nigerian National League, all the groups quickly. In Group A1, we have matches coming up. ABS will be playing against FWSC champions in the Ilorin. Yobe Delta Stars against Mighty Jets, Zamfara away to Sokoto, and CTFC away to El Kanemi Warriors in Maiduguri. In A2, we look at A2 quickly, talking about the matches. Road Safety versus GM Liberty, Jigawa Golden Stars away to Kogi United. DMD, they'll be playing against NAF FC as Malum Fashi hosts Green Beret in Group A2, the Northern Conference. Straight to the Southern Conference now. Matches coming up in the Group B1. Bende Insurance of Benin will be at the Samuel Ogumedia Stadium to host Ekiti United. Campos FC host Ibom Youth. JATT away to Jaran Brillas as Ikorodu City play against Abeokuta Stormers. In the B2, we have about 6 matches coming up there. Apex Crane away to Rovers. One Rocket also away to Go Round FC as Warri Wolves also travel to play against Otasolo FC in Lagos. Ijebu United play host to Sinosho FC as Bayelsa United host Abia Comets. Sporting Lagos, they will be hosting Inewi United there. Looking at all the matches in the Nigerian National League in the groups that will be coming up this weekend, all the 4 groups there. Now let's talk about the MPFL, the big one. They are the Apex League boys. Now, let's look at the matches for this weekend as we quickly look at Niger Tornadoes will be playing today against Remo Stars, while Enyimba will be playing against Plateau United. A big one for Fidelis Ilechukwu to be facing Enyimba, Finidi George. Let's look at that game there. Those 2 matches will be coming up today. Enyimba, Plateau, Niger Tornadoes, Remo Stars. For Sunday, Kwara United play host to Heartland as Sunshine Stars will be hosting Dakada FC. Wiki Torres, they travel to play against Katsina United. Abia Warriors are away to Lobi. Akwa United home against Enugu Rangers. Good one for that game. A big one there. Defending champion. They will be playing Uyo against Enugu Rangers, while Rivers United travel away to Gombe to play in that game. Shooting Stars of Ibadan will be hosting Kano Pillars. Big match there. Nasarawa United at Lafayette Township Stadium. They play host to MFM of Lagos there. Those are the matches for this weekend. As we just quickly preview the matches that will be coming up. Enyimba will be playing today against Plateau United as Remo Stars also play against Niger Tornadoes in those encounters. Match day. Talking about MPFL match day 17 is really moving. They are moving ahead. Now let's go straight to the top 5 leagues in Europe as we quickly look at the matches that will be coming up in those top 5 leagues. Our time is really going now. Let's look at EPL. Brighton versus Liverpool. All those matches coming up. Brentford against Burnley. Man United, Tottenham. Big match there between Man U, Ragni versus Antonio Conte. Chelsea, they play against Newcastle United. Despite what they are facing, they won their last game, and hopefully they can also win in their game this weekend. Everton, Wolverhampton Wanderers, Everton needs to up their game. Leeds United, Norwich, Southampton, Watford. You have West Ham versus Aston Villa. West Ham has been in good form against Aston Villa, who also are doing well. Arsenal, Leicester, a lot of Nigerians there. Will they be able to do their own against Arsenal? That's the question they'll be answering with their feet. We talk about matches coming up this weekend. Man United against Tottenham, Arsenal, Leicester, Everton, Wolverhampton Wanderers. Those matches, we have to look at them quickly. Our time is going. Let's quickly move straight to La Liga. Levante hosts Espanyol, Granada, Elche, Sevilla. They will travel away to Rayo Vallecano, Valencia away to Getafe, Villarreal. They will be hosting Celta de Vigo, Real Betis, Atletico Bilbao, Alaves away to Real Sociedad, Barcelona at the Nou Camp. They will be hosting Osasuna. Those are the matches for this weekend. Straight to Serie A. A. Salernitana, Sassuolo, Spezia hosts Cagliari. Atalanta will be at home against Genoa. Udinese, Roma. Well, Mourinho, they just have to up their game now. Still talking about the Serie A there. Well, before you move to Bundesliga, well, Torino will be playing against Inter Milan. That's a match you need to watch. Torino, Inter Milan. What will happen between Torino and Inter? A big match there. Fiorentina, Bologna, AC Milan, Empoli, and Juventus. They'll be playing against Sampdoria. Those matches for the weekend in the Italia Serie A fixtures. Quickly, let's go to Germany as we also preview the matches that will be coming up. Union Berlin against Stuttgart, Mainz 05, Augsburg, Freiburg, Wolfsburg, all the Bug teams. Bayern Munich, they play against 1899 Hoffenheim. You have Mönchengladbach against Hertha Berlin. FC Cologne travel away to Bayer Leverkusen. Borussia Dortmund at the Volkswagen, they'll be playing at the Volkswagen Arena. They'll be Signal Iduna Park, I beg your pardon. At the Signal Iduna Park, they host Arminia Bielefeld. Eintracht Frankfurt against Bochum 1848. As RB Leipzig, they travel to play against newcomers Greuther Fürth there. We're straight to French Ligue 1, where matches also be coming up in the French League. Montpellier against OGC Nice. Lyon hosts Reims. Marseille travel to Brest as Metz play against Lens. PSG at the Parc des Princes, they'll be hosting Bordeaux, a big one in that game. Nantes, Moses Simon's team, they will be playing against Troyes. Right now, news are coming out that Newcastle, among the teams that are interested in Nantes player, Moses Simon. And not forgetting Clermont against Lorient. We have Nigerians in Lorient too. They play their games there. Lens versus Metz, and Strasbourg play host to Monaco. Those are the matches that will be coming up this weekend in the top 5 league in Europe. EPL, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, French League 1. Not forgetting our own, because if we don't talk about it, they won't. NNL, Nigerian National League, Group A1, A2, B1, B2. Not forgetting the MPFL Match Day 17 coming up also this weekend. 2 matches will be coming up today. Well, between Niger Tornadoes versus Remo Stars. Enyimba versus Plateau Utd will be coming up today. If you love MPFL, watch those matches. We've been giving you all these stories coming from the stable of 360 Sport from Trust TV. It's been a wonderful time for the weekend, and we really appreciate your time with us, staying glued to your TV to watch 360 Sport. It's always business and fitness, as I always say. I am Adeni Ajishafe. I leave you with this. Enjoy this and have a splendid weekend. Thanks for watching.
Blue jersey.